Thomas and Friends, making tracks to great destinations.
It was a very busy morning at the quarry. Edward was bringing a train of supplies to the yards. He was about to set off home when he noticed Percy resting in the sheds. He was also very exhausted from all his quarry work. "Good morning, Percy," whistled Edward. "Have any of your trucks been causing you trouble?" "Yes, indeed, Edward," said Percy. "These trucks have been very troublesome. And it doesn't help that I've had more work than ever. I don't know if I'm on my cab or my wheels from all the extra work." Edward smiled warmly. "You look the right way up to me," chuckled Edward. "And don't be too hard on yourself, little Percy. When I was a young engine, I enjoyed my work very much. But as the years went by, I became older and older and started to feel worn out. But it never stopped me from finishing the task at hand. After all, people are counting on us, and I'm very sure you'll finish the work in no time." Percy smiled. "I must get back to work. I have to head to the docks for my other order of trucks. Thank you for the advice, Edward." And he cheerily puffed away. When the engines returned to the sheds that evening, the Fat Controller was there waiting for them. "Tonight there will be a storm, and with this small caveat, you will all need to pace yourselves to make sure you won't get into any accidents." Edward looked worried. "Last time I took a train out in the rain, I nearly ripped my side apart." "That's because you're just a little engine," scoffed Gordon. "I would have easily taken that train through the storm. Water's nothing to a big engine." Thomas and Percy were quick to intervene. Edward, however, decided to ignore Gordon's rude comment and went to sleep, still worried. Later that night, Gordon was taking a midnight express to the end of the line. The Fat Controller had been right. The storm was terrible. Rain poured down, lightning struck, and it made things very difficult to see. Come on, grumbled Gordon. "I won't be delayed because of some water." But then there was trouble. As he approached his hill, he heard a loud bang from his cylinders. Steam hissed everywhere. Gordon could go no further. "Looks like your cylinders have burst, Gordon," sighed his driver. "We must telephone for a banker. We'll have to stay here until an engine comes to the rescue." Gordon felt very ashamed. "What will the Fat Controller say?" The driver soon telephoned the Fat Controller from a nearby signal box. The Fat Controller pondered. "We must send an engine to bring him to the station at the end of the line. I shall send Edward for the job, and we must try to get those passengers home." Soon Gordon heard a whistle from the distance. "Peep, peep," whistled Edward. "I've come to push you up the hill." "We're counting on you, Edward," said his crew. "This'll be fraught with danger. You can do it." Edward slowly pushed and puffed. Smoke billowed around as they slowly climbed up the hill. "We can do it! We can do it!" puffed Edward. "Pull harder! Pull harder!" Gordon wheezed. Trying with all their might, the cavalcade finally reached the top of the hill. "We've done it! We've done it!" whistled Edward. The passengers waved and cheered for Edward as they flew through stations and soon reached the end of the line. Everyone made sure to thank Edward for his heroic rescue as they left the station. The Fat Controller arrived at the platform and spoke severely to Gordon. "I'm very disappointed with you, Gordon. You have caused confusion and delay. If you would have refused to have a banker, I dare to think how much worse this could have been. Gordon didn't say a word, and only stared down at his buffers. When the two engines returned to their berths, Gordon made sure to apologise to Edward. "I'm very sorry if I was rude, little Edward. You've done a fine job rescuing my express. It was rather half-witted of me to call you a little engine." "Thank you, Gordon," chuckled Edward. "And once more, if you need another push up the hill, I'll be there to be your banker. All you need is a little bit of luck." Gordon could only smile as they both drifted off to sleep.
So far away.